In the world of IT certifications, there's this assumption that you climb a ladder. You start with the basics, then move up to the advanced stuff. But we came across this fascinating story of someone who did it in reverse. They passed advanced certs like CompTIA Security Plus and CISA Plus, then figured Network Plus would be a cakewalk. Spoiler, it absolutely wasn't.
That is such a classic trap. I see it all the time. People think because they handle complex security issues, the foundational networking stuff is just baked in. But Network Plus isn't about high-level concepts. It's about the nitty-gritty details. The things you might have learned once and then completely forgotten.
Exactly. So this person, despite their solid security background, discovered that the exam demanded a serious re-engagement with core networking principles. We're talking about things they'd either never learned or hadn't touched in years.
Right, and that's the wake-up call. It's the difference between knowing how to apply a firewall rule and knowing why the OSI model dictates how that data packet travels in the first place. Network Plus really tests that granular foundational understanding that can get rusty if you're not using it daily.
And this is where their approach gets really interesting. To tackle this, they basically turned to AI, using tools like ChatGPT as a personal tutor. It wasn't just about asking for simple definitions. They had this unique method for practice tests where they'd feed every single question, along with its official explanation, into the AI for a detailed breakdown. It essentially transformed every problem into a deep learning opportunity.
That is a brilliant tactic. Seriously. Most people just look at a practice test, see they got a question wrong, read the one-sentence explanation, and move on. This method forces you to understand why the right answer is right, and just as importantly, why the wrong answers are wrong. It's like having a dedicated tutor who has infinite patience to explain the nuances of every single question.
So what did this comprehensive study plan actually look like in practice? It wasn't just the AI trick. They started with Spoto's video series to get that foundational overview. Then they used CompTIA's official exam objectives as a master checklist for everything they needed to know.
I see, so it's a structured approach. Videos for the lecture, objectives for the syllabus.
Precisely. And for pure memorization, because there's a lot of it, they curated custom Quizlet decks for things like ports, protocols, and the OSI model layers. And then came the beast. They tackled all 6 of Spoto's full-length practice exams, using that deep dive AI analysis method on every single one.
6 full-length exams with that level of review is intense. That's the part that really stands out. It's not just about passively watching videos, it's about active recall with the flashcards and then extreme application with the practice tests. The sheer volume combined with the smartness of the AI deep dive is what closes the knowledge gaps. It's a system, not just random studying.
So for anyone listening who's facing a similar challenge, maybe underestimating a foundational exam, what are the big takeaways from this person's success?
I think it boils down to 4 key points. First, respect the fundamentals. Network Plus requires dedicated study no matter what other advanced certs you have. Second, absolutely use AI tools as your personal tutor. Using them to break down complex topics and, more importantly, to deeply analyze practice questions is a cheat code. Third, a multi-pronged attack works best. Combine videos, official guides, flashcards, and tons of practice. And finally, go deep on the explanations. Don't just memorize answers, understand the why behind them. That's what builds real, lasting knowledge